I currently garden in about 60 square feet of space in my suburban backyard. Today I'm going to be expanding that to add 2 more raised beds in less than 2 hours. Let's go. Hey and welcome back to Mini Urban Farm, a channel about gardening and homesteading in the suburbs. My name is Veronica, and on this channel I teach you about gardening, homesteading in a small space in a suburban urban environment, wherever you are. So if that sounds good, don't forget to subscribe and join the Mini Urban Farm community. Today I am so excited because I am partnering with Forever Garden Beds. They have sent me 2 of their metal raised bed gardens, which means it's going to take me less than half the time to set up both of these garden beds than it did to set up even one of my wood beds. Now, I will be sharing a little bit more about Forever Garden Beds later on in this video and why I'm super excited to have metal garden beds, metal raised beds in this garden. But for now, let me show you what we've got. Alright, so this is our setup. We have 8 side pieces. These are the straight pieces of the raised bed. We have the corner pieces. As you can see here, these are all rounded out. This is the vinyl edging so that we don't cut ourselves on the top of the raised bed. We have a little hand wrench that came with it. And we have a whole bunch of nuts, bolts, and washers to set up the box. Alright, so this is where my first box is going here. You can see this little empty piece next to my raised beds. Now this piece, these are my empty worm composting bins, the extra ones, and I basically put these here so that Milo doesn't dig underneath the fence. So this garden bed is actually going to solve that problem as well. So I'm going to set it up here on this space, and then the same thing over on this side. You can see we have our composter and a bunch of other stuff here as well with our raised bed. This is just, our compost is here normally, but the other stuff in here is pretty much so Milo doesn't dig. And you can see the damage that this dog has already done. So it is definitely solving this problem. Okay, so besides giving Milo less space to dig under the fence, adding these 2 raised beds is going to give me so much more space to garden in. One of my biggest struggles since we moved into this house with my family is that I don't have a ton of space to grow food. And I didn't want to take tons of time and make new wood beds because that would be a pain to dismantle and get rid of when we move into the house we're actually building. Which makes raised metal beds the perfect solution because when we move, these beds are easy to take apart and I can just take them with me to our new space. Plus, they don't break down like wood beds do, or leach chemicals into the soil. And guys, when I tell you these are so easy to assemble, I am not exaggerating. It's as simple as putting together a few pieces, and I never had to break out the saw or the measuring tape. Now, one of the main reasons I partnered with Forever Garden Beds is because they are super passionate about making better garden products so that we as gardeners can quit trying to figure it all out and just get to growing some healthy food already. Alright guys, so we have 1 raised garden bed over here and then another one at the end of the garden. You can see Milo is not thrilled about losing his little digging space next to the fence, but they look really good. So I am going to fill them and let me show you what I'm going to put in them exactly. Alright, so over here in my little mini greenhouse, we have some sweet potato, and these are actually orange sweet potato, and this is like a purple sweet potato, and the same thing with those ones there, purple sweet potato. You can see they've actually started to root here. And one of the main reasons that I am going to be planting that is because in zone 9B, where I'm at, Central Florida, we are in the middle of summer now coming up. So there are very few things that grow here in the middle of that kind of heat. One of which is sweet potato, the other which is okra, which is why I have some little okra seedlings that I seed saved from my garden last year, and I will be planting out okra. There's an orange okra. I will also be planting out some pink okra that I have in the mail currently coming from Baker Creek, as well as some heavy hitter green okra. I cannot wait for those because that is pretty much what grows here in the middle of summer, in the dead of the heat, what to plant in this zone in summer. So if you are looking for a simple solution to expanding your garden to be able to plant more in less space, raised garden beds are awesome. I will be sure to leave the link in the description to where you can get some forever garden beds for yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!